Hi, you guys. I am super happy to have the opportunity to hop on here with you. I have my little girl here with me. She's in her PJs because we are leaving in just a little bit to go ride the Polar Express. Don't mess up those, sis. And my baby is sleeping. So I figured I'd hop on here and hopefully he stays asleep for just a little while. So I want to talk to you guys about something that has been on my mind for a while now. And I've actually talked to some other leaders about it. Okay, you need to be quiet, sis. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I've actually talked to some other leaders about it, and I just want to dive in because we're trying to keep these like 10 to 15 minutes. So if you guys, you need to be quiet. If you guys have at all been feeling like stuck or like you're just not sure where to go from here or what to do, then I am here to tell you guys, then that's okay. That can be completely normal, and it's okay to feel that way. What is not okay, hi Lisa, hi Michelle. I feel like I know all these ladies. Hi Autumn. Of course I know Autumn. But I feel like I know all these ladies from doing our awesome makeup party. Woohoo, so fun. But if you guys are feeling like you're stuck, then it's okay to feel that way. What isn't okay is to stay there or to allow yourself to stay there. Okay, you need to go out. Sorry guys. I thought she would be good. No, you need to go out if you're not going to be good. Okay, sweetie? All right, so if you are feeling like that, we don't want you to stay there. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is what it takes to not stay there. And the thing that it takes is to get back to the basics, to go back to the beginning when you first got started with this company, and to remember how you felt and to remember what you were doing. Now, obviously there is some trial and error with this company, but I really do believe that a lot of us in the beginning are just ignorance on fire, and we are just like, go, 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 and we are so committed. So I want you guys to think about anything that takes a lot of commitment in life. I want you to think about marriage, about health, about religion, about whatever it is that takes a lot, like raising a family, all these things that take a lot of commitment. Hi, Alicia. And think about what it takes to be able to have success with them. And a lot of times, I guarantee if you think about it, it takes going back to the basics. With marriage, I feel like you have to go back to the basics of when you were dating, of how you felt when you were dating, with how you loved them. With health, that same excitement of, okay, looking forward to the future and what are we going to do? It takes that commitment. Raising a family, just going back to those basics and how you felt at the beginning. So what are these basics, you guys? These basics, I'm just going to go over them really quickly. I came up with a way to remember them, and that's just ABC. So A stands for absolute commitment. And like I said, it's that commitment that you had at the beginning. I want you guys to imagine, okay? Like literally try to imagine at the beginning why you signed up. Why did you get into this at the beginning? Were you like, holy cow, what could this do for my family? Once it dawned on you what this could do for you, oh shoot, I just got a text. The kids missed the bus. They did not miss the bus. That's so weird. Okay, they're good. My neighbor's taking them. Don't worry, I'm not forgetting about my child. But anyways, so go back to what this could do for your family and think about it. For me, it was like, wow, this could be an opportunity to get into a different home for my family, to have more land, to have animals, all these things. And guess what? It did that, you guys. It did that for us. Like, it gives me chills when I think about what this business has done for me because of the commitment I gave to it. So if you guys are just hopping on, we're talking about the ABCs, the basics of this company, and A stands for absolute commitment. So imagine what got you excited about this in the beginning, and think about that. And if any of you guys are like me, in the beginning, I was like, didn't care what anybody thought, didn't care what anybody said to me. I was like, this is my opportunity, I'm going for it. And there were times, yes, and if you guys can relate to this, think about this. There were times where you were leaving the house and you were like, I got my stripes on, I'm gonna do this is awesome. And then you get out there and someone's like, oh, what are those stripes? And you're like, oh, I was just trying on some makeup. You're like afraid to talk to them about it. So seriously, drop a 1 if you guys have ever done this. If someone has asked you, what do you do for a living? And you're like, well, for a living, I'm a stay-at-home mom. You're like afraid to tell them what you do for whatever reason. Like they're gonna judge you or something. No one's gonna judge you for this. This is huge. This, like, You guys need to realize what a unique opportunity this is for you, and that you have got this, and that you can do this. So don't ever be afraid to talk to someone about your stripes and tell them what they are. Don't ever be afraid to tell someone what you do for a living, because it's stinking awesome that you have this opportunity and that you can do this. So that's A, absolute commitment. B stands for busting your behind. Seriously, busting it, you guys. I'm telling you, at the beginning of this, and even still, it slowed down a little bit for me, as in slowed down. I had to slow down so my family wasn't like, do I have a mom? Do I have a wife? I had to slow down a little. But in the beginning, I ate, slept, and drank Senegence. I busted my butt. And there was nothing that anybody could have told me to make me slow down. And now, where I'm at, and this whole entire thing for me talking to you guys about this topic is because of the place that I'm at. When I put this topic on here, stuck in a rut, I've talked to Molly about it, I've talked to Autumn about it, I've talked to other people about this. When I decided on this topic, it was also because I needed to hear it. I needed to sit back and assess what I needed to change. So all of these things that I'm telling you are things that I'm going to be doing with you. So when I talk about busting your behind, I am telling you, you need to be busting it in the right ways. So for example, that mega party was super fun. I'm super glad I did it because I could help a ton of people out there, and a ton of ladies got lots of sales, and it was great. But I will tell you, I put hours and hours and hours into that, and I didn't get any recruits. And that's okay that I didn't, but I will tell you that that was not necessarily the best IPA, income producing activity, for me. I still did it, and we still choose to do those things sometimes. But I will tell you, we need to be focusing on our lines 1, 2, and 3, because that is where you will get the most income. That's what we need to be focusing on. We don't need to be focusing about all the time trying to make sure our stock is all like organized beautifully and we have this and this and this. Sometimes you just go balls to the walls and do whatever you can, and it's okay. It doesn't all have to be perfect, but you need to be focusing on these income producing activities. And I know that some of you guys are guilty of this because I'm guilty of this myself. Even in the position I'm in, I am guilty of this sometimes too. And I will tell you, my husband sometimes would be like, so what did you do today? I'm like, I was working today. It's like, you were? So what did you do? And when I literally go back and think about what I was doing on work, I'm like, crap, I got on Facebook and got sidetracked and I was working, but was I really working? Was I really bringing in any money for my family? No. So we need to all assess what we can do differently to focus more on bringing that income. C stands for consistently. These are the ABCs we're talking about. If you're just hopping on, A is absolute commitment, B is busting your behind, and C is consistency. So this business takes patience. You look at any of the leaders in this business, Lisa Tippin Morris or whoever it is that's been in this for a really long time, I guarantee that they have had to go through the ups and downs of this business, and they have stayed consistent and they have stuck with it. And I guarantee that they are so glad they did. So really quickly, a little story that I have about staying consistent that I like to tie into some of the things that I teach about in life, or that has really rung true for me. So my son, he had like a crazy bad case of warts, like the worst warts you've ever seen. I'm talking, he had so many that it was like all over his hands, on his neck, on his knees, it was everywhere. And we had gone to the doctor so many times. They'd given him all this medicine that was like totally making him have huge sores. And then when the sores would go away, the warts were still there. It was awful. So finally, I'm like, I'm going to go to this naturopathic lady. So I went to this naturopathic lady, homeopathic, whatever you want to call it. And she gave me this medicine that was these sugar tablets. So simple, sugar tablets. I'm like, what are these going to do? They had some kind of plant in them, like causticum and thuya or something like that. So he would take these 2 sugar tablets twice a day, and he took them for like a month, and we didn't see anything. There was nothing that showed up, no changes, nothing. I was like, this is not working. Why are we doing this? And my husband's like, just stick with it. Like, you never know unless we try. Let's just try it. It's not hurting him. He loved taking them. They tasted good to him. So we stuck with it. And I will tell you, one morning we woke up and it was like, what? Your wart's gone. And then the next morning, another wart was gone. And then the next week, another wart was gone. And before we knew it, every single wart was gone on his hand from taking these little sugar tabs that had some plant in them that this lady told us to take. And we didn't see anything for the longest time. Nothing, like no reward for it. But because we stuck with it, one day it just clicked. One day these warts were gone. And I promise you, this company is like that. It may click faster for some. It may take a long time for some. But I promise you, if you will stick with it, if you will take if you will continue to take those sugar tabs, if you will continue to stay dedicated, then one day your warts will be gone, aka you'll be super successful with this business, right? I promise you that. It takes that consistency. And I will tell you, hi Tina, I will tell you that this opportunity is real, but it takes real work. This opportunity is very, very simple, but it is not easy. And you guys will hear me say that all the time. So if I'm being completely honest, my numbers right now aren't exactly where I want them to be. They're still great. I'm still happy with them, but they could be better. And I will tell you also, if I'm being honest, that I personally haven't been putting in the time that I need to put in to make my numbers be where they want me to, where I want them to be. And if we're all honest with ourselves, then I bet most of us will say the same thing. And this is me being totally honest, you guys. I want you to feel my honesty in this. And I will tell you, when I feel stuck, I don't look at it and go, oh man, I've done this and this and this, and I'm still not getting any results. I'm just stuck. I'm not doing anything. I look at it and I go, I am stuck. What have I not done? And that is what I want you guys to all do. I challenge every single one of you not to look at what you are doing and what isn't working, but for every one thing that you are doing, I guarantee there's 110 things that you could be doing. And I want you to look at that list of those 110 things you could be doing and do them. And you never know. One of those 110 things might be your ticket to your success with this company, to your next CP. And you will get there if you stick with it. And if those 110 on that list don't work, then your next 110 might work. And just stick with it. Stay consistent and you will get there. And I'm not going to give you a list of the things you should do. You all know what you can do. And that may include wearing stripes, booking demos, staying consistent, utilizing social media differently, not being a hermit, not getting sidetracked, whatever it is, you guys. You know that list. You know what you need to do. And if you will do these ABCs, if you won't come up with excuses, if you will dive in, if you won't get lost and sidetracked from, oh, well, there's this other network marketing company. Maybe I want to do that. Maybe that might be better. Don't do that. Don't sign up for any other company. I've done like 5 other network marketing companies before finding my home with Senegence, you guys. There is nothing better out there. This is real. The leadership is real. This is your opportunity, 150,000%. This is your home. And if you will stay consistent, you will find success with this. And I'm going to close out with saying one more time that this opportunity is real, but it takes real work. And it is simple, but it isn't easy. Love you all so much. Goodbye.